So I thought that this would be a good time to tell you a little bit about how I became a group fitness instructor. So as you can see from before, that I teach Pound and I also teach Zumba and Tabata. So I am certified in Zumba Basic 1 and 2. I'm certified in Pound. I'm certified in primary group exercise. And I am also certified in American Red Cross CPR and First Aid. So when I was a freshman in college, me and a few of my friends found out that they have fitness classes here, and we were like, oh, that's pretty cool, we should go. And so we went to a Zumba class, and like after that, like from the moment on, I was hooked. And I had like the most amazing Zumba instructor. I went to Sam's Zumba class all the time, and she was just absolutely amazing. It was like, that's what I want to do. I want to be a Zumba instructor. I want to teach people routines and inspire people the way that she inspired me. So I decided that I wanted to be a Zumba instructor. So I found a training that was over spring break when I was a sophomore, and I went to it. So with instructor trainings, it's like you go for just like a whole day. The Zumba one was from like 7, 8 in the morning to like 6 o'clock at night, so it's really long, and you go and they just like teach you all the stuff there is to know about it. So I'll go into more detail about that in another video maybe if you want to see that. So I went and I got all my training materials, and I was a certified Zumba instructor, and so I applied to work at the gym here at my school, and right off the bat they were like, okay, great, you're awesome. Let me start teaching classes on the last couple weeks of that semester. So like the first time I taught a Zumba class, I was so nervous because like I'm not the type of person to get up in front of a bunch of people and like talk in front of them and everything. Like I just don't do that. And so like to be up in front of like 15 or so people teaching a Zumba class and like having them look at me for instruction and like have to like remember all my routines and not forget anything, like that was like super intense for me. But like it's one of those things where like after you do it for a minute and you get used to it, then it's just kind of like, oh, okay, it kind of just comes naturally, you know. And so you know, that was my first time teaching a class, and I really enjoyed it. So after a year of just teaching and learning like so much about instructing people and about myself and about fitness in general, I wanted to do more with Zumba, because like there are like a bunch of different Zumba trainings that you can get and a whole bunch of stuff that you can do with that. So I got Basic 2 training in this past June. So there are 2 levels of Zumba training. So there are 2 main levels of like basic Zumba training. So there's Basic 1 and there's Basic 2. So I did Basic 2. So I taught here all of my junior year, and as part of the mandatory training that all the instructors have to go to before the semester starts, like everyone who works at this gym are students, and so all the students like they go and they like tell you what to do and stuff like that. And so as part of that we were given CPR and first aid training. And like here, like we got off like super easy because like we got like everything discounted. Like my first aid training was only $40, and when I recertified, I didn't have to pay to recertify. I don't think that's how it works in the real world though. And anyway, so we get that. Everyone is required to do that, and then like after that, they send you off into the world and they're like, teach classes. So yeah, I taught my classes here all year. So we got a new supervisor last year, and she is just like really awesome, Lynette. She's absolutely amazing. And so she was teaching us different formats and stuff, and one of the formats that she taught us how to do was Tabata. And Tabata is really fun. If you don't know what it is, it's a high intensity interval training workout where you do like a 20-second burst of a certain exercise like crunches, and do like another one of like, I don't know, planks, and then you like repeat the cycle. And so I started teaching Tabata. I didn't teach a regular class, I just taught it like whenever someone needed a sub or anything, but that's how I got into teaching Tabata classes. And then how I got into teaching Pound was really interesting because last semester our Pound instructor graduated. She was our only Pound instructor, and so Lynette was like, "Hey Jessica, do you want to teach Pound?" And like I had never even taken Pound before. Like I had never even taken Pound before, and I was like, yeah, I guess I should probably take the class before I decide whether I want to certify it or not. So I went to one of Leah's last Pound classes before she graduated, and let me say that Pound is so much harder than Zumba. Like it's more, I think that it's more like intense. And it's more intense than Zumba, and so I was doing it and I was like, there is no way I can teach this class. But I said that about Tabata too, so I told Lynette that I would take a Pound training as long as I could get a discount, because the Pound training was more expensive than the Zumba training was, and it turns out that Lynette was able to get me a free certification. So this past August, like right before the semester started here, they held a Pound training at school here at our gym, and I trained with Amy Ward. She was a Pound pro and an instructor trainer, and she was just absolutely amazing. I loved her. So Pound was the same deal. We went for the entire day and just learned moves and learned some routines and stuff. And like Pound is different than Zumba, because like with Zumba, like they come up with choreography for you and stuff, but you also have the option to make up your own choreography. And then I had my first class a week later, so I had to learn all of my routines, because with Pound, like they have set routines for you. Like with Zumba, like you can make up your own. But either way, I had like a week to come up with like all my routines for a 45-minute class, which was totally wild and to teach my first class. But it was a lot of fun, so I really enjoy teaching Pound. I always say that Zumba is my first love, because Zumba got me into teaching group fitness. Like, so I'll always have a special place for Zumba in my heart, but Pound is really, really awesome too. So yeah, right now I'm teaching Zumba and Pound and Tabata here at the gym, and it's been absolutely amazing. Like, there's nothing else that I want to do with my life. So yeah, that is my story of how I got into group fitness, and in the future, and I'll probably get more certifications. I've been like on the fence about getting a yoga certification, because like I love yoga. I love everything about like the whole like self-care, relaxing type of thing. So I don't know, I might get a yoga certification eventually and get some more Zumba certifications and become a Zumba jammer and ZS, Zumba education specialist, and a Pound pro. So we'll see where all that goes. Alright, so thanks for watching. If you want to see any more videos about like my fitness classes and stuff like that, then I will definitely post more. Comment down below and tell me any other videos that you might want to see.